Abusha for me church will be a wabasu. Wabasu be a michiao. So wabasu a michiao pa. Now was share now when you have been so saka video. To share now when you have been saka video. Ya ba ye ne mo bedin komo de e del so. Wa wabaso no wa se na wa fe onu abi nso ama na baso bi. Ye bedin komo de e del so pa. Enti fa onu abi bra so. Fre no na ono nso mra so bi. T Okansi Ephraim Michelle Bibia, Hawa, Sisi, Hawa. Thank you for the love. Yes, Hawa, thank you for the love. Yeda Bibia ase. Inti wa wabaso no. Mestre so bese Joseph Hansen. Ana open kwestando. Yensha asiye. Mavis Ajaloko ni Ofoli Yati ni Monshe page no na enkwechi ana Ransford Fitty Frank Lewis Minia Frank michia pa michia ebedi nkomo ti wa wabaso no na wa share ne ekoye ni going forward obaso anu share Monica Kwaku long time sister ma fi wo ko share Opoku Oli Derek champion, thank you so much Opoku yenshase kwesi ke Piazza General yenshase yense dwumadi ni nyina ase kama na enye de emfama ye nyina na afi enema esisi no yenwai enikro no ne emfa nkyerɛ amabo ama medofo pa mechia o Prince Lawe Prince Lawe medase yenshase omano emu aye de soko what you say emu aye de soko na mo amokoto abama NPP pa de obi a woto abama Akufo-Addo the second time no monko ankafo na monko hwehwe mo adwen mu e wose monko ankafo pa na monko hwe mo adwen mu ye ka kire mu nipa na eti abonten okasa ye dede sa ye nso ne nhwe na Ghana ya ye mobododo ye tisika so enso ekomodie e na mo so ne hwe ye ublemu Akufo-Addo from 2016 eba besi 2020 a enye ye because ni ye nso ne nhwe da enye so Akufo-Addo hwe ye mo so ne hwe ye wie na wagu mo animu ase no enam se dodo no a wo man no adwen wo fom nti mo de enipa mu niyimu mi firi ha weye tani ene makwa akoto nkwase aba mo akọ makwa akoto nkwase aba na mo ato no eno ne de ekoso Ghana ho no tie hwe monhwe de aban babin ebeye me bo nyoma bia ban ma asem na me be kan so montie de aban Sman Kingsford babin oka.
Another issue that requires addressing is the decision of the first deputy speaker to upend my admission of the motion and rule that the motion should not have been admitted in the first place. Honorable members, it is interesting to note that this is the second time the first deputy speaker has taken the chair and has made a ruling which in fact was to overrule a position I had earlier on established before the House. In fact, the first deputy speaker was in my office. And what I'm telling you today, I told him before he left to the airport. The first deputy speaker has contended, and rightfully so, on several occasions, that he is not the speaker. I have also on several occasions alluded to various areas of parliamentary practice where when the speaker is in the chair, makes a ruling, another presiding officer may not overturn that ruling. My former statement on the matters arising from the budget and captured in paragraph 46 read as follows, and I quote, "Honorable members, although outstanding orders are silent on this, many standing orders and rules from several sister parliaments provide persuasive rules which suggest that when deputy speakers or acting speakers are in the chair, whatever happens in the House is that officer's responsibility. And the speaker cannot be called upon to overrule it. Similarly, the reverse is also the case, that when a speaker is in the chair, whatever happens in the House is the speaker's responsibility, and the deputy speaker or acting speaker cannot be called upon to overrule it, unquote. That was what I read to the House that day. The penchant of the first deputy speaker to overrule my rulings is, to say the least, unconstitutional, illegal, and offensive. Be that as it may, I shall not be taking any steps to overrule the decision of the first deputy speaker to dismiss the motion as moved by the honorable ranking member of the Finance Committee. The deputy speakers and I will deliberate on how to present a more coherent and uniform structure in respect of rulings so that the House is guided at all times during deliberations. Our standing orders provide the procedure for challenging the rulings of the chair, and those aggrieved by the rulings may take the necessary steps. The proposers of the private member's motion may thus be guided by the standing orders of the House to right the wrong. I hope this is understood. And I repeat, I hope this statement provides a much needed clarity on the matters of dispute that arose yesterday. And I hope we can forge ahead for the common good of the people who have entrusted us with leadership and a mandate to better their lives. The standing orders will guide those who brought the motion, and the proper thing will be done for the House to consider the motion.
Minia, have you seen the passion with which the Speaker of Parliament, Aban Babin Odekasa, the passion a papa ne de kasa no, na ewiase won, ewiase, uni obia ni tirimu fain, utwa ntro, anase obua obi, na yekodi obia oye innocent bonia, ensunsanso no, emasa nipa no nko aso, ebi ba, enipa na omotewa omoye din ene omo a omoboa nipa bonefo no ema ye say the innocent person ni din no munyina munya nsonsanso ni bi abanbabin wanhu aketua woje ewo me say NPP fo abanyon untumi nkasa abra woni wo mo atem omo adimi abanbabin so nkwan a watwa oba bontin ba ye na wow political party ubetna ho esopa ne say Mahama ye family and friends government abra wonso nim say ni nia ye ne busuani direct ba akopɛ anyhow bawa muntar wo abanbabe na aba bontin de family and friends asem ba ye na tamfu nya no na ufi say na wo senka be NDC flag bearer a wa ma meyinti no obe support de ababe ye NDC flag bearer no there bi yengu ni wo fi wahu enimtia eni enimbu a omudi bu yes me ka tro babin jo osewusu no sa jimifo no a ye bo ni patuo wo Techiman South a o se omo ye arm robbers no o ye nipa mu niyimu. They never expected say wo ebe free sa upper west or sombo ababa be speaker of parliament. They don't regard you. Obi ya de na omuwa if somebody doesn't respect you, it seems abanbabin se ekufuado omu omu bu parliament house wonom no eye yenuanu omonya akanfo no they respect you, but the majority of akanfo na omo members of parliament wono they don't regard you one bit. Na utwa kwan boni a ebi da wanim na wo so be faso won so omo de wo faso obetna honom no o kasa yes what Joe Osewusu did was wrong, but if free the thing came from somewhere. It didn't just start. And yet net ne shasye fi baby ni hen. E kwan boni a babin mutwa to na obi de na kuma ne na adwin nyina ye say obe peja Ghana e de fi baby. Yes, amamu biya mu no excesses e wo ho. Even here in Korea, there are some excesses in the current government na wo ho no omunyomemu. But we talk of the quantum, the degree. What do you say? The degree. Adeno air course, and how frequent and rampant the thing is going on in the country, no. And none yet just say, oh, nipa we, yeah. One we kwam we try to ho. As an astute speaker of parliament who take the decision o ma o to ase o call ye na no na o mo aba na o ma besesa no why o mu move in the first place u yesremu ni nti o mu move me catch rew enkrofo ne the agenda bi ne bae and then when you talking with passion obi sisi oko Dubai oko sa ho yare no e de benti na ma oko Dubai no omo proper medical structures, state of the art technology and omo dia invest o man mu na oko honum no ena omo fine doctors wo ho ena omo ni the infrastructures for the doctors to work anka babi nka wuye obi asia for government hospital e si ho uni ni nya problem kitua bi a wakwa akotai opponent achi ena mo ki kansem ena ye dia ba be wini aba won de ekoso enne party no anase NPP abai we no they are using government machinery to settle personal scores enne obi ne mpena Kennedy Japan and Mpana Adwoa Sarfo and you control Ghana. What you say? In matters of interest, Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan, Tino, away. Only TD Obeka.
Get back on the numbers in Parliament, and some have suggested that there's an attempt to eliminate by rough tactics going on both sides of the House to make sure that the numbers are kept at best even for whichever agenda either side wants to push. But very few people would think that there would be an internal attempt to cut down on the numbers, and that's why perhaps the absence of the Honorable MP for Dom Kwabena raises questions, because some have suggested that she may be also playing a card that the rest of the public may not be seeing. Is it something?
What card is she playing?
Well, the suggestion is that her long absence from Parliament could cause the numbers to go down on the NPP side of the House. So perhaps she's asking for something which has not been granted.
Yes, she says she wants to be a deputy majority leader. That woman has failed in life. Please.
So, that woman has failed in life. What now call Domi Kwabena ho? And now catch a Ghana for say. Enya wa anka Domi Kwabena seat no anka Adwoa Sarfo yede elusuye na reason muntie reason a odi call honum ko boa Domi Adwoa Sarfo man winning seat no ni reason na ne say one ne wo ema miinu nti no se Adwoa Sarfo agimi kura no a ontimi meye a proper member of parliament and representing the constituents I was say to abatia no na ono enam se oni Adwoa Sarfo ewo ema miinu nti no se Adwoa Sarfo ye bodamfo kura no a obekwa akọ support no with all resources, whether spiritual or whatever resources na Adwoa Sarfo a edie tu obi so Lady May Mate afraid. One who the uncle 40 or mine more omode politics no eye. On any woman unity. Or co support ma the bonny course. Na enya ono ne call honum co support to Adwoa Sarfo and Adwoa Sarfo nye day en wini seat no. Nene the Adwoa Sarfo no. Amanfo bebree day. Eblimu no. Yes. Sa kwan na we ye no. Ena Ghana media houses. Ye fre papa bi Dr. Amoako ba. Na omu nyinan eye me de. Se omu nya omu asotwen e wo omu ankasa political party ni mu. Bible commando bi nua mechia o. Me dase pa ne reception na me ba Ghana no Bible commando wo de ma me. I really appreciate it. Onu nua John nti wo John anu aka chenze me chia ne pa na me da mo nyina mo ase. So wo de ekoso o man ni mu no. Muntie no.
Why are you saying, hey, a whole minister, a cabinet minister, now demanding that she should be made a deputy majority leader before he comes? You should go to hell.
Did she write
yes,
this?
She has requested that. Yes, she has requested that.
And what was the response?
I have 2 kids with her, and therefore I'll never speak the truth. I will speak the truth. Even at gunpoint, I will speak the truth.
One Sir Kennedy, who see you speak the truth? Emrea Adwoa Sarfo na realizing who say onye ade papa bia ma Dome Kwabena no. Ananka Dome Kwabena be tu no efri akonya ne so no. Okoye. O see you speak the truth to mahu. Me se Kennedy Agyapong. Oye koshini first class. Okika nanim de kire Ghana fo se oye obi oye nokwafo. But oye chrome for your trophy. Eye kushini first class. Wo o see o kanokre aden na wo kanokre na onim se Adwoa Sarfo to you no ontimi perform no o kokoye campaign e de ma no ene wo kanokre de nokre asem na wo mu a wo ka monko so na montie
and die. That is exactly what she's doing. Please.
Is this something that could cost her her seat? Because some have suggested
yes.
that
of course,
once
if
she's
you
not
don't come
returning,
to Parliament and you are on TikTok dancing, excuse me.
What's the exact law surrounding absences?
It's not for Apostle Adwoa Sarfo.
Teredi. Woni Adwoa Sarfo na enya. O kwa akobo ye nana Apostle Adwoa Sarfo din ewom ayede. Sa jimie we na tambia Kevin Taylor na oni edinya asem no. Sa jimie we nti na de bia no na Kevin Taylor oni wanya asem. Kennedy nim se mene anipa asumesi na enya ye ka ya asem. Apostle Adwoa Sarfo din a obebo no sa asem wi mu no eno ne sei. Adena Ghana mpanyimfo ni bia jimi sa. Kennedy Agyapong adey Apostle Adwoa Sarfo din a obebo achichire ne ba se ne ba ne yemfumso a Apostle Adwoa Sarfo no wa ba bedina obi ticket so se yenkoto abamfama no. Se even amanfo hwe Apostle Adwoa Sarfo ho e na omode to abama ne ba no a omudi because the Apostle Adwoa Sarfo emmoa a wode aboa Ghana fo eni didi a wode ahye Ghana fo mrante ne maba wo mu se sebiu wonso se broni aya mana yi a wonso obibini oya ebeyeye. Apostle Adwoa Sarfo din ba sa asem wi mu sei oni ne ba Adwoa Sarfo na enya o pese wo de se ni patrim se amanfo to abama Adwoa Sarfo because of ne papa sana pese wo kire ene se nka amanfo to ma a friend say Michael Kwe because of ne papa mo kasa na mo react to issues a suenyansa ne hu nyansa ne kasa. Kennedy Agyapong is becoming unbecoming. Why? Because damparemo na ama ho kwan. Ena nipa sei obetna TV so ekikan nsem hunu de kire Ghana fo okoka o se unim no enipa dodo a wafa omo adwuma. Ye kire Ghana no ona o create adwuma ma Ghana fo ana.
Straight. And I'm very furious because people are insulting me because I went there to campaign for him, for her. And Michael Kwe, the speaker, a man that I respect very well. But
you campaigned against his son, so
yes,
that don't
because Adwoa used my kids. The kids were calling, Daddy, please, you have to support.
Hana Jimini ba ye no. Eni se one ne wo ba. Enkra no, how best do the children understand politics? Eni se ye koto aba na enkofo no be hwe ojire ana o former girlfriend ho e de ato aba o se o ma no efre e no mo pa choma o mo maame ana chese Ghana akonwa na eda ho no ana se Ghana leadership no modi ye matra makwe modi ye ma bremi dase mi diwa na ma boa ono aye campaign mi diwa na ma boa ono aye campaign na nye omanya agimifo timu a eye de na member of parliament wu a na omanya ye agimifo nti no na constituents na koto abama na yire wajimi that kind of political MP oligarchy kind of system amo practices mi wu a na ma pass mandate no ana odi obi foforo oyere na a heir to a throne. Oh, fantastic. Yadamo ase se oba enti Adwoa Sarfo ntimi enye kra na obehwe na nature taking own course no. Won the nature yo. What's a man for do atem? Or munyan ni watem, or mudo macho. And what's all more power boy? And wasn't common power boy. Now who Jimmy one I can now what's one another catcher say, now who bled the fool? Who bloody fool? What one more yard the eyes are more bottom. Now mo digu my anymore. And now I catch them paying for what Ghana say. Munjai Jimmy no Munjai Jimmy any Dawson. All that is happening, no. All those things happening under Akufo-Addo, no. Enye bibia o. Eye share Jimmy. Eye Jimmy ne nyansa bia endedi wo nipa bia Yesu se omo ye nyansafo no e na ma Ghana fo ebre. Monkoso na montie.
Mommy do this and now everybody is insulting me.
Yeah, chill cry.
Yeah, for doing that. But I have not regretted because she's very responsible when it comes to the kids. So I don't have a problem.
Explain to us what the law exactly is on absences for parliamentarians.
Straight 15 working days.
How many days has it been now since she's been away?
That.
Should we expect her seat to be declared vacant?
Why not? Yeah, you should go and contest on TikTok. Please. I'm going to give her a time. And Dr. Mwakuba, listen to me here. I don't like people like that, honestly. I vow not to insult. I can never blast the beer. Adwoa Sarfo. Chief of Staff called me. I went there. Said, now this is what she's saying. I swear my mother's grave. Chief of Staff gave me 120,000. Deposited in Adwoa Sarfo's Fidelity Bank account. Please, Amwakuba, what do you know?
So a lot has been done.
Yeah. Minia, have you seen what they are going to use? This is to give a light of what they will be using the e-levy for. The omudi e-levy no ebe yenie. Ye pese ye pass bibi na se ye members of parliament ni ho no a ye the e-levy no ebe fa private jet akofo mo aba. Ye de omo ba nso so a omo demand sika bia no a Chief of Staff bitua de ama wo. This is what they are using your monies for. Enti am ho kire mo no. Ono Adwoa Sarfo no besume so anu waje a friend say na ketua. Bosume so Adwoa Sarfo no waje na ketua. Bra nebe perform a parliamentary mandate. As a member of parliament, come and work, perform your duty. This is tuya usika. This is tuya usika according to Kennedy Agyapong. 120,000 Ghana cedis. And now kwasi ampenya. O sorry a wo ye napko. A be 6 months ne yentua oka. Ye betena ha ne ye kan Akufo-Addo. Ene wo nkwasi a NPP na asemo a. Na udi nkwasiafo bi omugu abrochi na udi odaso di omachi. E kombe hwew ama. E beka opieto. Mo napko for boys no a, any girls no a, mo for mo adwin ne adwuma no. Na a whole interior minister ba be kase. Napko ni a yentua ne ka ye de ne ka no. Ne ho wonfa so sen unemployed graduate association. Wahu. So wo fa nkwasi akwan so to nkwasi aba de man nkwasi afo a. Omo de nkwasi akwan so ne man nkwasi akom de mo. He. Nipa uzi na nado. Honhom kra o man na nado be ye Ghana president no. Sa honhom no. Ye betu afri Ghana. Na emma yemma ho kwan ma sa nkwase honhom no enkoyi nkwase afobia as leaders. Look at na Akufo-Addo na memmu mu. Ono ane political party mu no. Hwe sekan a omu twitwa wo ho. Hwe sekan a omu twitwa wo ho. Hwe sekan a omu di twitwa wo ho. 120,000 ni atamu di amobi say ye dollars so say ye cedis o de ye mfa ne say cedis ye de ye na yesika no na nimu agu ase into cedis onim say sika no napco for no omoje 500 or 700 Ghana cedis no onim napco for a ebetimi atua omoka enso so ye de ma nipa dasani ba ko a bosome so a ono no agi na ketua no ye de san kopi ni so adenti a ye sre no ommeto abamfama e-levy obise dollars yentoaso.
Yes, I'm telling you. I put the money there in the Fidelity account. Ask her PA if what I'm saying is not the truth. Now we are in opposition. The way Adwoa is treating the party is clearly showing that we are in opposition. And this shouldn't be tolerated at all.
You know, the conversation about her position would not be of great significance, for the lack of a better expression, if there was a clear majority.
If all the executives, the current executives, if they don't lose, I'll form a political party. All the current executives, including Adwoa Sarfo, if they don't vote them out, I'll form a political party.
To what end?
To what end? Abro. And the name of the political party will be Abro.
What we say, NPP as a political party, no, I have grown to accept the fact, say, they don't care about what happens to Ghana, but they care everything about what happens to their political party. What you see? And owing to this fact, no, if you all cast our minds back to the time JB Dankwa and co were leading their party, were starting the party, no, Sir Adreno, they didn't care what Nkrumah was doing for Ghana. They didn't care what Kwame Nkrumah was doing for Ghana. All that they cared about was their tribe and their political party. So to hell with any kind of development. I would say the Agyapong air channel and show clearly say they don't care about what happens in Ghana, what happens to Ghana's economy, and for say almost political party, no. A bet national, that is all that they think about. Na so won kwasiafo we see mo na mo be yo leaders are due. They don't build a nation. They build a political party. And even that, no. Omun to me build it. Obi amfan sign ho. Me catch them. Say NPP we call position at home. Eno na chairman sabo nsukan ye no. Eno na omo ankasa nkofo no omo akeka on various platforms so. I swear, say nkofo we 2024 they will try something silly. Okay? Me say Oliver Barker issue na e wo honum no. If you a pure vestinator, say if you're a prophet, if you can predict very well, Oliver Barker statement in nyoma na ekosu kuku no etite ho. I am telling you, say, nkofo we own, they have a plan, say ye to about 2024. Na omunya any shred of information say omulusu abana. They will stage a coup. Me na make a show. They are going to stage a coup. Sankofo we say. NPP for no. The way almost see ya de na omatna no. 2024 they will omobeye. Because omo try what Techiman South and na NDC for no so no they accepted for that thing to triumph. Into Omudi Oliver Barker case ne to ho. They are building something. Now you guys, if you don't keep track of it, the NPP for we be year 2024, no, you have no idea. Because if you appoint Obia Oyefunadaka as DCE, if you appoint Chairman Woon to me, if you appoint Abronye, uko appointi Obi, yesi DCE bi kwa yase ko hwihwi sai, sanko fo we no. They have no professional. They are sackers. They sack from the national kit, you know. And no almost sack it from. And it say a basse obi lusu. Na onu ahwe nkwase ade a odi tumi edidi ni opponent no a omutimi hu se de eda omanim no eye scary. It is a basse omu se omu be lusu election na. You mark it on the wall. These people, they are funny creatures. They are funny creatures. You munkobusa kwa me nkroma me na no. Munkobusa me na kwa me nkroma. De nkofo we betimi aye omne omahemfo no. You have no idea. Have you heard any chief, account chief, vehemently coming out to criticize this government? Yes. Who dear person a happy organa. You have no idea what is going to happen. Na mo dear montina or mine muno, monsha dear.
Okay, so I had to do that. And now let me tell you, for him to come to our party and join us, I paid 1 million cedis check. Edward Boateng is my witness that I paid to the former chairman to step down as a chairman. Because the condition he gave us was that so long as we have the MPP chairman there as chairman, he's never going to join MPP party.
Which chairman are you referring to?
The former chairman.
Oh, the constituency chairman.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to call the former chairman and say, look, well, for the sake of the party, I'll do it. But I also owe some banks. He showed it to me. He was owing the bank. I said, okay, for peace. I gave a check of 1 million. You can call him and ask him. That's how come he resigned. People don't know what we do behind the scenes to move this party. I did a surgery. I was recovering. I spoke to Chief of Staff and said, look, rest before you come. This same woman who said I should rest.
I won't say, would defend you be now defend on Kwasi Akwan so a Umbecho. Kwasi Ampani be or T America or friend who said that Fredo so one. I answer Betna on Tebeka say, Kennedy Agyapong Anko yes surgery be a bra Kevin Taylor bedin and hofel say ya could be in it trisuno. Omo betna bontin say onko ye surgery bia. I say ono aba betna ho. Say no ye surgery near free no. We jimia to the stand say. Why surgery awie kwa on me ne health ho or doing political party ho. Inti kwa be fa so be dru Ghana or de be ba beje 11 atum say no mu benya sika na wakotua 1 million cedis e de ama chairman bi say onti asemase na wa mata 120,000 no mo de ama Adwoa Sarfo. This is what they have been using the loans no a mo de me spam any your ovum akwa akoje no o your ba na otia na wutie mi a o de ka onkosue wo yemu nyina no omo de ka enti bema wo a wo sori a wo bom man say nkatie no ka hu se o wo pe o ba bituaka enti mpe o ho asem a pe condom na wo fa gum na chichire ne bone po na fa koto WC mu na wo de oyefo nya wo na money po hu robem ne ma ne mra bonten kwase aka no a ekufu adoni na aban ebagu ho no o ma na ebitua ane memema na ebitua. This is what they use the money for. A kwanya omofa so omu yusu o mani sika no e na meka kire mu no na se ye na dwuma wa bre enya sika free mu a or betam 1 million e de akwa compensate you be. Se chief of staff no ye no noa na dwuma bi a wa bi a onya saa sika ni free mu a anko betam 120,000 whether dollars or cedis or euros no e de akoma Adwoa Sarfo na bosome so a wasa beje ni pay dia pay so. Na wote ho as the NAPCO trainee or whatever you call yourselves. Na wote akwantuo mu yetua wo maka. Yetua mo maka. Na wote ho na mo the frivolous justification ba be justify say yentia se ne pass e-levy. Nkwasiafo because mo political party ndino you want to hide behind say I oman bia no the taxes and the develop oti UK no oti se political party leaders no dissipate money like how these people are explaining how they dissipate or they spend the monies. Moti akwantu mu ena mo de tribalism money ade ena mo pesa mo de justify enkwasiasem bi Akufo-Addo ne MPP we mo omoye. You started to use your gumption one bit. Ade. Oti akwantu mo nam ka kwan papa so offer train. E de kwa adwuma ba. When was the last time kra okotena oka mu 2 year? Because train system no, network system no e ye adwuma. Mimi betena na me ka che say Akufo-Addo enye oman ni ye ya. So oye omaya ye serious ye major highways no it shouldn't take us more than 4 years. See ye de be highways ni na no. Se ye see be di no kure pa dia maye ho as omanya se Ghana enya $10 billion ye betim dia ye kwan nyina wie. Just 4 years should be able to complete that journey for us. Asiafo mo tete akwantu mu no obebo ni dina ne wofane ebia ohene bi o Ghana ho obebo na ne papa nua bi ni ohene no enti wokoka onim se na ebusuafo no edi oman na bro but they don't want to accept. Me say a day is coming some tons ase no mo de mo tons ase na afei no ahemfo no omo matoto mo nsa ase omo ti akwantu mu no se enioma ankoye ama no na obafi no obesabe hu se waton asase a haish ombe kum sen entefre eni ahemfo no be hyedem anasa mbekwa akoda 4 billion ni 2 billion gonja barracks na mbekwa akodida se nya manfo ni nyamo na mo de mo nyire mo ho na se citizens ni be ye conscious kitu abi about 5% of Ghana population no e be ye conscious leaders he asofo amo Ghana, politicians amo Ghana, ahemfo amo Ghana, any the so called mo amosimo ye learned, nenso nyoma boni e koso Ghana hona mo nkasa no a. When the citizens 5% of them become conscious like some of us have become. Mo amobe jemo ho jina wo mani mu. Abuwa funu woti UK abontin so o papa ye ohene wo Ghana. Oton asase ema nipa nipa bi kwa no asaton the same asase no e de ama bi no ye koka ahemfo asemu a ne wadwa na me say a time is coming muna amoti akwantu mu no a mo atoto nsase o Ghana no a muntimi nye bibia wo so no se enioma amfa ama wo akwantu mu ho na ukodru Ghana na wani daso nyina ne asase 2 plot bi 4 plot bi a wototo baabi na afi ukoto se obi ohini bi asa ton wasase ndi ama obi a enye me na mekyere de obeye a wobehwe awo na awotena mu no afi de beba otim se bibia ama amane ama fere ni uwo de nkafanyinam uwo nti afi beba be hye ni patrimu a the way awo ohene woton asase ma obi a wanwe ho se o ha nipa no o twese kan de ba so a on so onwe ho no policeman no military man because policeman no a wo ko report to asem no ubeduru ho no saa de woton asase di ma obi no no offense so ni policeman no someone mo adwen se munsu nyansa and will continue to live in this cycle this vicious cycle of stupidity no ye betena mu ache de akwa wiye.
Made a call through Honorable Esian.
Hey, mami nja kwasi ampanyi we kurati.
This e-levy going.
Oh sorry, na oma ye donations, na omo di deceive mo.
We need you. Although I said
I na my employee nipa say, my ye we say, oti Ghana ni sika ni di odi sika be ye o Ghana kura na wa adwen ye o ya. Okoka obi si ono na o papa bobra. O papa bobra, o na ne papa bobra na wanya ne sika $3 million and odi akota Bugatti. Hey. E tonsu Hey, but that day it's not far away from us. Na monhwe that day no, it's not far away from us. Monhwe, this is what is going to happen. Ekufado, citizens of Ghana, any akoko no, ena wo ye kraman no. Ye kan wa asemo a, wo so ma ye nka na hwe de ebeto e. Monhwe, de ebeto Ekufado.
Will Jordan tap out? Jordan's in the center of the ring. There's no escape from this. He might want to tap. This is a lesson right here, guys.
Oliver Baka kan wasem. Watch no. Ko brambu bia ansa kan wasem. Watch no. Ohene ba benie watch no. Hwan watch no. Ekufado, wo a wonim Ekufado no, send sa video yi efa koma no akokɔ ne kraman no. Ekufado na ye kraman no. Akokɔ ne citizen no. Mo fa yen se ye nkokɔ na ye fo ye mre. Mo ma ye duane enso ye tunkosu a na ma besesa na makwa akodi. Me koka o so obeka me, o ye kraman, obeka me. Mo hwe.
Great strategy.
Na choko bi oyi.
If you want to roll with the big boy, just the kind of pain you got to deal with on a weekly basis. Jason Jordan. Jordan trying to will himself to the bottom rope, but the big dog readjusts. We had questioned whether the knee was 100% coming into this matchup after being injured the past couple of weeks. Jordan appeared to be okay, but then he hurt it going over the top rope. And now Roman Reigns has the crab locked in. Jordan trying to drag himself to a rope to force a break. See the agony on the face of Jason Jordan. Oh, wow. Right counter by Jordan. Roman Reigns up. May catch him here. Shoulders down. Reigns almost got caught. Wow.
The person me ma Akufo-Addo ti asen say, at the end of the day, irrespective of the oppressive state of the Ghana for Befemu, Ghanaians will be the victor. They will win. The citizens of Ghana, irrespective of the pressures you mount on the people, Ghanaians will come out of those pressures and be victorious. So when they go away, don't never underestimate any citizen of Ghana. Don't take us to be fools. We are quiet people doesn't mean that we are fools or idiots. Ya ye dina ye sha ye nemo Jojo nyomano nche say ye fools. And it goes to any politician be a Ghana ho. So be koto santin ahomachi na ojai ne momoni a okoto no kegitia na okodi line so ma wo. Na se wuntimi mu anyini mfiri haw mu a, don't think say that person is a stooge or a fool. One day se Jimmy for fast kind of the do it here. Akufo-Addo, you may be dead and gone, oh. More and more enjoy state power, no. You may be dead and gone. Yes, obeka se me wu na me chi asem de womfa ho. Omfa ho. Sanso na ne wa makomo odeme. Me chi asem de me so me mfa ho. Na me nso me maba na omo otwense kan wo omma so a. Tamre no. Mo a mo be ebesi mo anim no. Momra enkoto page so. Na mo mehwe. This world you see like this, no. It keeps on what? Metamorphosing. It keeps on changing. It's either going to change for good things to happen, or is going to change for bad things to happen? Which one do we prefer? Do we prefer that the country Ghana should change for the better one, or the opposite in change could be a bit in yako? Yenti amakoba so.
In many ways, we don't understand what we are doing in terms of democracy and party politics. Just because you hold a certain position does not make you an automatic candidate. There were other people there before you came. Look at the situation. Anado brought Baumia in. Baumia was not an MPP inside man. He brought him in. People opposed that, but he was adamant.
Wemo and the Ghana problem. One the mentality no. I say Baumia baby a free buy, you know. And those of you who do not actually know this man, or a Dr. Amwakumba, now or political one faculty tech, now or host program means or ultimate FM, and maybe na or ka Kwame Nkrumah ebia utimia. Me friend no challenge no. I feel not to papa so. Because not that time no mahama ne wa abamu. Omuki kan semwa kese ukumasi abonten so. Ye beto 2020 abano. Na wa betena ho se wedi nanado ho yawo. Wedi nanado ho yawo. Na no ye professor wo ye Jimmy for because ukodi ade achi a wonwe ho. Because o ye asantini nti. Betena radio so ultimate FM die enimu na o kafa kwa Nkrumah ho. Ene won se nanado ama wanim guase no aye clear ma obi ehu. Na Kufuado doesn't want challenge. Onu wiase na ade a osuro ene se obi challenge no. Ade a osuro ene se odi sika hye ne nsa na omebu akonta. Ade a na Kufuado osuro wiase no. Won se COVID sika no. Parliament aban baben ejitu mu se yemfre omo no mehwe COVID sika ne kwan a omo di no. Eno na oje o se wusu. Joe say usubaya wabobo sa asem negu asem wa ye wie a you know ye wie bibia no done and dusted no na waba no abebo atoagu because they don't want to account to you guys. They don't want to account. Kufuado metre ekwan a wo fa so a wo fu private jet ahodo no. They don't want to account. Why? Omun konta asem nye omwe disikano. And any time wa obe kase yen kofre Kufuado no me show accounts pe na ono wasem. Amanko ba wo hu anim.
He went, they lost. Went again, they lost. Went again, they lost. That is 12 years. 12 years of the others in line still waiting. Most countries, this will not have it. 2 times you are out.
And you want to say, Papa, Wajimi, 12 years now, a man for in waiting, but actually it's not 12 years, 8 years. But Omia dear Kufuado achieve for 8 years, and Oman baby dear, no, and yet 12 years. Okay? Because me who say NPP snap opposition 12 years from 2008, no, 2009, Professor Mills by and NDC 14 2016, which is 8 years. Into me baby okunya 12 years ni free or deba. Yemfa no nto ho. Adentia, they have started the game. Me nuanum siremufo a mo hwe me. Munim nyansa mo amomfa mo adwen. Me kan na ache wo se Ghana for to abama na Kufuado 2016 they voted for na Kufuado because of Baumia. Because Baumia was bombarding Mr. Atta with some questions. Young man who can no Musa questions no. Yama ho kwa yama na Musa ninti no. Ubia ka say Mr. Atta de wa bon. ene de pamo mu free aban mu. The series of lectures baomia hodu ye ena mo peja baomia ye ne glorify ne as if say ono na oche Adam Smith ade mo ma baomia be ye say ono na oche Paul Collier ade mo ma baomia ebe ye say em se Ghana honum no em se Ghana honum no baomia de ye nya no a ye problem su nyina because no obi anim se nanado wabon nanado no wabon no obi ya we enu nti ni ama no sa opportunity no. But the way I'm glorify baomia during the 2012 election petition, 2012-2013 election petition no baomia twanto a odi nsem hunu say you and I were not there no, you were still holding that guy in high esteem. And ne asemo a Dr. Amwako ba be ka and say nanado de baomia bai no, there were other people waiting in the line. So other people waiting no, not this time no, already 200 years ago was say Mumbai president Amwako ba reason before you talk. In this in age wise no, those who were waiting say age a catch na, must we allow them to lead Ghana? Do you think we want to go through this kind of hardship again? Moti one master titles de gumu so ye bo binti say menia oti Ghana ho na wo kwa asore na obi a doctor susubuno na obi a doctor obi a professor onye the repository and the depository onye the manufacturer of wisdom obi a professor de etini enioma na usua no class 1 no and now do university na person be professor then you specialize in enioma na usua no class 1 no me na make a show. What do? You go deep into it. All those PhD topics ni adin nyina no e class 1 ade. And ye recycle. There are a lot of things you know will be a professor obetinidi onim why se okoye agrika crops are oye ye no obetimi akwa ko study aye research e wo tomato into be in-depth analysis be about tomato bia ode eggplant ode cashew ekokoma no a onim ho hwe obenya general information but onim into what actually pertaining to that other friends a crop no entimun susu enhwa nipa wo Ghana ho se moti se obi ye doctor obetena TV so no kasa che se eni kwan se yesu ye kire ya adwibi sa doctor for no a 2016 ombe gu oni Kumase we ene kusibuafo osori a nkurase kasa na oti radio so no oka. I met that man one-on-one. See, made me put that coach no because we all thought say omo ye nyansafo into meeting ya boama or mine akonanim not knowing say na kusibuafo edinafu na ekasa. And then because of the kusibuafo Amwakoba any other enkofo ehun se omo ye nyansafo omo Ghana ekasaye omo present ade ma ya ama ye nyina ya boka no enne ama aye din se me ameti ehi me promise obi o Ghana se me ye bibia man kra na nipa ni nyi why kusibuafo beka ye anyeye Amwakoba beka anyeye Akufo Addo aka anyeye. It's now going to be difficult for the young politicians eba Ghana say ombe kwa koton omo message kra diama Ghana voters na Ghana for ere agina so dia to aba isan say obi beka agenda 111 yinhu ba bia akwa kosi obeka one district one village one dam yinhu ba bia akwa kosi in this etna me so me koka kire omo say one village ebia one public toilet krana. Yes, so simple no krana. And Kofono enyin why the president is bad. Munim di antoye wiase. If you guys have an idea of what lies can do to a nation and can perform metna radio soon control. And never economic messiah no. After more, you are all running away from economic messiah. And a more chantro san mako chantrato I cow so say yedi Ghana card ebi ye passport and no ma betemoto. And tro home fashion no.
Are you the only person in the party? But it's okay, let him go. Now he has name recognition and all of that. We had great hopes in Nanado.
You had great hopes in Nanado.
It's okay. I worked so hard for him.
You work hard. What's happening? Mimi de minimum no e Kumasi. He worked so hard for Nanado, and indeed it's true. He and Kusibuafu, they worked so hard in Kumasi for Nanado. Also, so he had great hopes. Great hopes na day. Aye feathers, aye tentemru and an enam. I said takra and an enam. So also one can of correct. Now would the tribal nyoma katamweni. Na musimo she and nyoma yeya. And yet the betumuno ne etumuno. Rastuki.
The situation. You bring a young man in 12 years. You've been pretty much shadow vice president. Also 12 years. Now you won 4 years. That's 16 years now. It's going to go another 20 years. What happened to those who are in line, who are challenging another? Now, 20 years, you should step aside. You have to be fair to the party. Step aside and let the others also compete. That's where fairness is. But you don't say, I want this, I don't want this one, and because I picked him vice president, therefore, what? Is he the only person in the party?
Maomia, omo bube, untafu semno a wosori a woye no, eno ho mfaso na aba no, na obetwa so aba. Raskotuka, Rastuki, ejobi biaso. Eno adomasa, eno mechiao pa fafa mechiao na dodua. Aliroof Abdul, Frank Lewis, Mavis Nsafwa, Zig Dikini, Zix Michiapa, Minia Zix Michiapa, Dennis Asamoah, de wohono, afe demdi twatwo no, munti adibi, ewe fakra. What's that video?
They think you're an inspiration. And you've mentioned a few things alluding to government being more forceful in areas of job creation, making education sources better. What do you say to, for example, NAPCO trainees who were given a 3-year contract, ended?
Lydia I said, I remember that Mr. Kusibuafu always on Utek FM, exactly, Anopa. Ufunam Kumasi market, a dunho bebia noa, BAT Utek. We are no, of course, a Gem FM. That time, Kusibuafu, hey, economic messiah, na uchan tro. Because na Ghana ko problem ya ko dun so muni ade. We could not actually understand the situation ya mu. So we heaped all the burden onto one man called Mahama. Mahama na di dun so be wiase. Na before say Mahama be ye president of the Republic of Ghana no, na dun so nsi asase so be biada. Inti ye nyina ye nim se de Kusibuafu mo ka na ye nokre. na me say asotro no ebeba na nkofo no nyina no ombeje omode muntie.
We'll get back to you with further details. And according to them, at their demonstration recently, when they hit the streets to present a petition, they have not heard back from officials, and their allowances are in arrears.
Yeah, that's why anytime I travel and I get to airport, I get these young men and women coming to me that I should plead on their behalf.
I mean,
that they've not been paid. The government has to pay them. You made propaganda with it. Now, when it comes to this program,
what? Say afi wote. Say wote. Say openi on in or truthful or said they made propaganda with the NAPCO. Say wote. Or can't asem we no per se or like or changing anointing until the obesaka.
Nice. NPP now is behaving like NDC.
What you say? When who say NPP are failing on my Ghana? Or the kind prepare more dream as if say all can occur, but with the intent of what? Maligning the opposition party. Why? NPP is now behaving like NDC. Adentia, udi kan say, omo the NAPCO no, NPP for the NAPCO no, propaganda. And so if NPP is now behaving, NPP doesn't behave like that, but they are now behaving like NDC they are. Let's just say, NDC, propaganda without doing any kind of work. Jimmy Ford yomu di almost said them no almost the more be dia grow. And Kofona said that not them. Say the Ghana for Jimmy tia the omo adwin be cause we dia grow. Ghana for ni je tribalism ho we free slim we ya anwunani me ya santini inti Ghana ye me dia.
It's a complete propaganda. If you haven't paid them.
If you haven't paid
them.
You
have to pay them.
If anyone na aka say ushia nkofo no or airport or more power che say intua omuka. And why do you again use if they haven't paid them? If indeed they had paid them, they wouldn't come to you to tell you that trash. They have not been paid. Get that thing straight in your coconut. I bet now say you want to play around the issue. Me say NAPCO fwe. Wa unya ye NAPCO a webetna wa somwa no a. Udi matem no. I care less. Me insult. E boa me ma minyini. Me call Ghana kra me busuafo say oh why ye fewo. And I'm sure a Facebook insult. She say nipa. Atemidi o Facebook no e boa ma unyini kama. Yes. Afeti.
Some were assimilated into the system, but not all of them. So if the government thinks it cannot do it again, what is owed to them should be given to them. That's no question about it. Because nobody works for free. You know, we should be reasonable human beings. These students or workers who are employed, those who are employed, at least their transportation costs is not paid by government.
When in smartness,
they find any.
They try, when there's a problem, they try to speak for you to know that they know that this is what is happening. So on challenge almost say they will never come to speak like they know what is happening down there. But anytime you challenge them to demand what you deserve, then they come out to say, Afina or you will be reason together. Oh, come, let us reason together. And where and when and how do they reason together with you? Or Bekacho say, some of Frana untia omukano. Omufaka debia ne ko adwuma ediba kede de Agyapong ene na obi hu saa de we. Do you know why people are corrupt in the country? This particular practice no is the numero uno, the first thing in Ghana that is corrupting graduate from university. You complete school, you are posted to a remote village, sometimes not even a village, and indeed a hamlet. You get to that place, your mommy will give you money, give you some basic food items and basic, let's say, first aid, medications. You will send it to that village or hamlet. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, barely a month, all the things are gone. Where do you get money to replace so you can get resources to keep you for the next coming months? Obi ye juma, ye fana juma, or ye juma bosumino at the end of the bosumino ye ntuanika. Ni ye delay payment na bi abe 1 year ti. Na se nipa no ojiji ticket e de ma abanya oye kwasia. Oye kwasia se ono no ntiti ticket e wo KME emfamre aban no na onko fie bosumi so na obedi na ketua yes Ghana de ye fa wadwuma e di 6 months time ansa na sha se tua oka. Human beings are intelligent and dynamic creatures, fantastic ones indeed. Into no abetna se me nananom no ye wo me na no mu bu beto ho se wo ye jimifo a ena ohu se abada ho na wo ye din makraman sori bekawo menye jimifo bo so de nsa abo ticket sikanim no odi bomu anu se sa de mu ode no de abom no de ato asase no de abom no de twa foundation afi no in psychology, if you do something for 19 continuous days, that thing becomes your habit, and you now find it difficult to detach yourself from that behavior. Afi na ba be ni behavior. Na ketua start say e ba kranwa. Now I fa the first habit no to be say or the motivating no. Inti afi oye adwuma kra na utua ne kra. Na se saa de na onya ne first ne meka ho a ohun se wa ye adwuma enno na ye the genesis of corruption in Ghana. This one for be napku or chat tickets at the ma ban no bosumi so a ontua ne ka na wa jimi se or this kan nyina be ban no na wa kɔ ne maame na oton me ko honom no ho e wo Central Market akɔji sika odi bedidi aba Kennedy Agyapong. Sylvester.
Means necessary to get to work. So government has no excuse whatsoever to say that they are not going to pay them. Now, this is where you say I'm this and that. You get money to pay 20,000 to parliamentarians, but you don't have money to pay 2,000. Please, I support them.
Oboa, oye koshifuo. Oh, sorry, oye koshini. So I bet now na or can say ya. At dainty na ye this 20,000 in my woman. Where Musa Ghana buying say Ghana buying and ekufa do me pacho. Where the kind etu ya napko for ne cancer na odi sika kese we bre. What is all can be bisa? Say e bia nya me nyiska no. Just a Ghana ye hwehwe mu say ye tua napko fo sika ma wo mo ansa na ma $20,000 no. Oh, just ye tua teacher ni na nurse ni ya fa no. Ye ni medical doctor bia. Ye fa no konfo anochi. Ofre madamfo bi ono na damfo. Enna all send say on man 1,000 Ghana cedis bosia na onfamfa ka enko controller and accountants general's office enfanko process na ketua emra ena that the Fred ena the so called nkofo no a moti akwantuo mu a ye ka ekufu ado asemu a musi munti bi da mu defend mi busaw Walmart honum na oye adwuma no. Ye fa wo no 86 months ansa na ye tua oka. Oko kape obeka se Mahama ewo honum no. Na eti saa na nyemu na mo ka se Mahama ye kwase ampanyi na Akufo-Addo na ebe correct all wrongs. Nti Akufo-Addo aba na obe correct all wrongs a Kwame Nkrumah yeye Buzi a yeye ABC Mahama oye last person of few ones na Akufo-Addo baro. Na so ono nso aba na o san ba beye wrongs ni bia o ka se o ba be correct na ye etwu adwen su se papa yi o ka se sika no Ghana ye ti sika ne so Mahama ye kuhwini okwa abonte de Ghana din didi sika dodo na o de oba once a won hu se ti sika no so no na wa be de echi ba omia wa ye adwuma wo Bank of Ghana hopen inti onim se sika ye dey ewo ho inti mo kofa de aba be ye Ghana yi na ye ka cho se bose na wo hye ye no disua why you wenim jobi se ebi a yetie mu oti America oko Walmart ko ye wadwuma se na wotwe o se every fortnight na ye di sika atomu ama oti Dubai ye wadwuma bosumi sun anase bosumi no esun date wo se di tua ka pepepe ni etua oka unya na mte Ghana obi ye adwuma 30 days edu time wo se etua ne ka no kra no aban no entimi entua ne emra no kra na onsani community bi kra mfa ma workers no na wote oman a okoye adwuma wi a no asa ba be sedam bompa ye se Irade bosumi kra me bompa ye se controller hono no de obosika ne gum accounts no onkoye mistake because oye mistake na wa ntua woka wa enta particulars bi ya sa bosumi no ekomo bede wo ekomo bede wo jire ekomo bede wo ma ona naanum bi wo faase no mu bi ene wadofo bi a unya akatua wodi bi boa wo mo no sansem we ne betena ha yeka na mo papa no ye akromfo a omo asai Ghana na omo asesa mo akogu American ti no a mako dane akohwifo a mugu akontumu a mo mpebre na ya to documents dia mamu a modi twa oyonko Ghana fo se abenti no onim se ye kan wo fa nasem onim se ye kan wo se wa nasem onim se ye kan wo maame na asem nti no o baba bedi nachi isan se ye kan na asem no ebi beba ne maso ntu be different ade na munhu nyansa nka nche mo papa no ne mo maame no a omo ye Ghana akandifo ne se ye sremo ye ba school wa ha no emwa se ni nyaaye ye ba school wa approach no modi ye beto approach no ye yare ne ye ko hospital a ye bibifo mpo no abrofo nurses enya abotre e de hweye omo my doctors papa omo my hospital beds papa eno de muntumi mfre enka na nkwasiafo bigina ho ene na Akufo-Addo oye Ghana ye enso na kwasia mpanyi bi tikrom ha edemi me certificate edemi ma amanfo sa omo be expose me oko Ghana no asa akofu plane sen ba kwasia mpanyi ade na oko Ghana no wan kotena ho wasa afu plane ba oko Ghana no se Ghana ye san kwasiafo we mu no na ema ye bre as a nation because ne papa di o man na bro on peso obeji atumu edimbe si ase astuke michiao Hawawu, Ali, Hamdulillah, Gift Yagri, Kofi Osei, Anefia, Netini, Ebahasi Ebeka ensem eyi enko ofo afri hiamu. Otuntum ahobrase ni Kama Gate. Eno Adoma sa Umo Kid Ayiko Kwame Nikoi Rastuki Meche obi bia opanyi kwestando. Nyankopon ka obi bia ho. I'm here to give you the ipso facto, to give you the clear analysis of the behavior going on in Ghana. Anama, nanefia, mechiao. Ena ni ayi. Mo amoshe of YouTube na so. Mechiamo pa. Oye niwa, no subscribe to page, no. All the pages ni na enkoto 101 ewo YouTube ne so Facebook ni enkoto and aha ya din nsem no amese obi antumi nka nkyerɛ no ye bɛka akyerɛ ye bɛka ndeye se abato duru hɔ no mu a mo kɔto aba mo nwe ho ma mo mfa me firi ha me yewe ni na obi ani hɔ no mu a ɔyɛ asantini street ɛwɔ Ghana hɔ obi nso ni hɔ no mu a ɔyɛ mfantini nko a wɔ Ghana hɔ obi ani hɔ no mu a ɔyɛ akuapim ni nko a wɔ Ghana hɔ obi ani hɔ no mu a ɔyɛ anwunani akosi ɛwɔ Ghana hɔ mo pa ubedi atini ya chekiko wachi o maami etoso 4 da chekiko wachi o papa otoso 4 na hwɛ odi bo ho safo hene sɛ oyɛ anwunani no odi bo ho safo hene sɛ oyɛ akuapimini no odi bo ho sɛ oyɛ akani no ne busa ho sɛ ya mpa sɛ oyɛ the so called akani na we are all one people na dia ne tan a tiny ya this say ye mine Ivy it should be bia Uncle Ponko be bia ho one love did the white it shall pa Darlington Gusha o my jaisa o my Ghana no the solution ebema o my Ghana no are taken into my preference. We have to intermarry more. And what say you worry your home more and sana Jimmy no subeti. Yes. Nasa de bia santini peso worry santini, de bia infantini peso worry infantini, de bia akani peso worry akania, or my Ghana because whatna be bia yeti, and the community would not be refined. I don't say African Americans or more Americano. Why? Omo nyinyi mu no omo ware omo ho ye di omo call ye no Senegal ni kodi asantini bi nso kodi we ni eno ma wo enti omo entrima no omo friends omo descendant the consanguines no omo aye refine into who say African American ni be magina wa o yo ba ye Ghana na o kwa na wani age who say African American ni ba ejinawa uye Ghana ni bema wakohwa unhoma no wetni aje. Why? They have purified the population. We have to do that thing. The only thing that can break the enmity in the country is massive intermarriage. And a bit me aboa masa jimi no. Inti afi wo kokon obi asem. Na de okoko na asem no. Ne part baby free ha, ubi jai sa nkwasi asem no. Yankopon ko bibia ho. Edo bibia se. I love you all. Bye bye.